I started playing PokeMMO when I was around 14 years old. I am now 27, this year turning 28 years old. If you would have told me that I would still be playing PokeMMO 14 years later, I probably would have said, hell yeah, that sounds awesome. That's honestly all I want to do. Now, if you told me, you know what, you'll get there and still be able to do that by uploading YouTube videos about the game that you love so much, that would have caught me off guard, because back then, first things back in like 2013, 13, YouTube wasn't really a job for very many people, if any people, and especially streaming. And I was always much more interested in streaming rather than YouTube way back in the day. But it wasn't until I uploaded one of my first guides for PokeMMO where I found any sort of success in content creation in general. It took me, I started streaming on Twitch as far back as 2013, 2011-ish, if I recall correctly. It took me many years, almost over a decade, to find any sort of success. And now, after almost 4,000 videos uploaded, it wasn't, you know, a quick journey. I'm just lost for words today. I'm at 75,000 subscribers, which is unimaginable. I never thought this day would happen. I never thought it was possible. When I started making PokeMMO content, the top most subscribed YouTuber, I'll never forget, was MT Birchfield. Shout out to the GOAT, the legend. The most subscribed PokeMMO YouTuber had 3,000 subscribers on YouTube when I started making content. I had to sit down and have a serious discussion with my wife of whether or not it was worth my time to even try making content for fun and obviously for some financial gain, to be selfish, right? And I had a conversation with her where we sat down and we said, you know what? I think with how many people play PokeMMO, I might cap out at 15,000 subscribers. If I can get every single person that plays the game actively to subscribe to my channel, every single English-speaking player, maybe I could reach 15,000 subscribers. And my wife, being this, not my wife, my girlfriend at the time, you know, now my wife, the sweetest, most supportive person in the world, looked me in the eye and said, you should go for it. You should try. You have to try now, and you'll regret it forever if you don't try now. And we hit 15,000 subscribers. We hit 20K. We hit 30K. We hit 50K, 60K, and now 75K. It is insane how much the game has grown and how far we have come. PokeMMO has come so far. The game's come so far. And selfishly, I've come so far. And like many people out there, many YouTubers out there, of course, my origin does trace back to, yes, you guessed it, Call of Duty trick-shotting. Hey, who else? Hey, where are my bros at? Who was there, man? Who was there in the trenches? The Call of Duty, the sniper montages, the shotgun montages, the terrible music that I tried to, the dubstep I made 13 years ago when I myself was like 14 years old. It's been a long journey, fellas. And some fucking how. I don't know. I still to this day barely consider myself a YouTuber. You know, it's one of those things. Like, I'm just lucky to be here. Still to this day. It's crazy. And we can look back and we can see some of my first ever PokeMMO uploads, the shiny Shuckle reaction, the shiny Shuckle encounter, which snowballed everything, the shiny Hop-Up encounter, the loot from 1,000 Magikarps, my first ever real PokeMMO video, which I would love to actually go back and watch today. Not in full, but like in maybe 2 times speed, something like that, and really see how far we've come. I used to do, look at my thumbnails. Look at this. For NU battling, a lot of times I just wouldn't have thumbnails. Oh, look, it's just me kicking back, playing some PvP, playing some NU. I would weave in a few SSX tricky speed runs in there, my favorite retro game of all time. I was just having fun, doing whatever I wanted to, you know? And that's still what I try to do to this day in a lot of ways. You can even see right here when I maxed my Ultimate Iron Man. I was the 74th person in the world to max an Ultimate Iron Man in old school RuneScape, and I loved RuneScape, and I was really trying to take RuneScape full time, and I tried and I grinded and I loved it, and I worked. I remember I would put like 100 hours or so of progress into each of these videos and upload it, or sorry, not 100. It was every 3 days. Every 3 days I'd upload a video. It was 30 hours. It was 10 hours a day. 10 hours a day of progress. 30 hours of progress videos every 3 days, and I did that for about 3 months. And look at this. I was putting in, what's the math on that? I was easily putting in 70 hours a week into YouTube, right? And I was pulling 300, 500, 170, 90 views, going nowhere. but I wanted to see the project through and just stick with it and keep going. And so I did. And I ended the project. It was the end of a chapter for me. And I was like, you know what? These PokeMMO videos that I'm making, which is also a game that I love so much, they're doing a little bit better. I'm naturally kind of I'm completing my goals in RuneScape. I'm naturally kind of gravitating back to PokeMMO. Let me try my hand at the PokeMMO space, which at the time, once again, was like not really, there was no PokeMMO space, right? And now I have these videos, loot from 1,000 Diglets, loot from 100 EVs, you know? It's so funny, like, what got a video back then? Like, me just catching a 3x31 EV, like, that was a crazy thing back in the day, you know? My first shiny hunting guide. I used to make videos for every single catch event that was announced in PokeMMO. Like, that was an important, helpful resource back in the day. It's crazy. And I would love to go through a lot of this in more depth in a bit. But for now, let's talk about what we have planned for today and not reminisce. Let's just not reminisce from the start, I guess, okay? Let's not reminisce from the get-go. Because first things first, we are in the 75,000 subscriber streamathon special. It's not a streamathon in the sense that you guys can extend the stream, but there are incentives, there are goals. And I'm going to go ahead and actually start the timer now because this will be an 8-hour stream. I better start ticking away at that. But first things first, fellas, here are the rules and how the special, the 75,000 subscriber special actually works, okay? These rewards are for the total number of subscribers. Twitch subs for today. There's our first Twitch sub, number 1. Shadow, thank you so much. You literally are the first. They do not need to be gifted by one person or at one time. We are only counting Twitch subs because we have had problems in the past with YouTube memberships having weird conversions and things like that, people abusing that. So only Twitch subs, unfortunately. But also there are alternatives for bits as well as PayPal and Venmo donations to encourage whatever method you can pay by, obviously. Whatever you want to support if you want. You don't have to, obviously. We're here to just stream for 8 hours and have a lot of fun. Anybody who gifts 20 or more subs will get their name on a Tupid Eevee. Now, what does that mean, right? This is Tupid Eevee. This is one of me and my wife's favorite Pokemon cards. I'm not really a huge Pokemon collector, but I love how Tupid this Eevee looks, okay? And I have about 50 of these Tupid Eevees. Now, I don't think I'm gonna need that many, right? But if you gift over 20 subs today, we will get a label maker and we will print your name on one of these Tupid Eevees, and the goal is to frame every Tupid Eevee and put it like on the wall up here or something like that. So we should do something really fun with that. That'll take a while. That'll be some soon TM or pending type shit, but it should be a lot of fun, and it's a cool way to commemorate and appreciate those who go above and beyond and support my content over the years and throughout this stream. Now, we do have incentives, of course, because why else would you sub? You got to have a reason, right? Now, that is... I'm already going to lose track. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other thing, I'm bad at math. That's going to give us 4 total subs. I'll thank you all properly here in a quick second, okay? 5 total subs equals we queue up a randoms PvP game. We're already 1 sub away from that. 25 subs equals 1 hour of Shuntathon, where we'll go shunt at a specific spot as a community, and I'll be giving away prizes to anyone who gets a shiny next to me. 50 subs is 5 different games of hide and seek, where I give away prize box Pokemon, potentially some shiny charms and stuff, whatever I want to throw in. And I'll give out multiple prize box Pokemon since Pokemon prices are a little bit down compared to what they were prior to, you know, certain economy changes. I'll be giving away like 2 to 3 prize box Pokemon per winner, as opposed to just 1 prize box Pokemon. And there's 5 gifted from Big Ol' Levi. That puts us up to 9 gifted subs. That's going to unlock the randoms PvP game as soon as we're done with this intro. I cannot thank you enough, Levi. And I'll try to thank you all properly one by one here in a quick second. At 75,000 or 75, how do I reverse those today? I say 75 kids, whatever. 75 subs. We'll play the Lego Yoda death sound in the background for the rest of the stream. That's kind of a meme, a bit around here. We'll get to it when we get to it. And then I'm really excited for 100 subs. At 100 subs, I will do personal MS Paint drawings where I sign them. The joke is I'm terrible at this. It'd be really funny. I will be drawing you guys beautiful artworks and signing them with the name Patrouski and, you know, addressing them to you guys.
What's up, man?
Okay, we gotta slow down. We're just getting started, guys. At 100 subs, we do that. Oh my god, yes, who could? At 125 subs, 1 hour of Shutdown returns. At 150 subs, we schedule a movie night. At 200 subs, we eat beans on toast on stream while listening to Brits on Top. At 250 subs, we chug a beer and do a gritty. At 300 subs, I'm dreading this one, Voltorb flip on the Iron Man until I win. At 400 subs, I try the Pokemon rap until I get it. And then at 500 subs, we run it back and we do an 8-hour stream tomorrow, but this will not happen. But we're gonna see how it goes. I gotta do some math and count things up. thank you for watching the 75,000 subscriber special stream-a-thon recap. A lot of words in there. Like the video if you enjoy it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys with more exciting memes today. All right, after running the math, some very difficult calculations for a guy like me, we are already at 38 total subscribers. That means, first things first, I need to queue up a randoms PvP game. Second thing second, the first hour of the shunathon will begin as soon as I am done this randoms game. Let's go ahead and first get things started, jump into some PvP, and see what craziness we can run into. And the randoms PvP god has returned, fellas. We led against a Magneton, went for a big fat Life Orb Salamence Earthquake, taking him out. Frostlass comes in. This is the easiest Ice Beam read of my entire life. The problem is my team is pretty darn weak to Ice Beam. The only real switch that I have is Floatzel. And then what does it do in return, right? It is faster, which is actually quite relevant. We could go Floatzel, then go for Pursuit with Choice Band. I like that play a fair bit. Let's go ahead and see how it plays out. We are already up one Pokemon. He goes for a Spikes instead. He sees the easy switch. Really ahead of the next step. Play from Pim Pam. Shout out. Now, I'm going to try to go for the Pursuit here. Hope we can catch him on it. If he goes for a double Spikes, it would be nasty business. Double Spikes would be we still do decent chip damage though. We are banded. He does just stay in, which is a pretty crazy decision. Does he have Thunderbolt access? We still do. Oh no, he doesn't. We get him for an 88%. Huge Pursuit. We catch him like a fucking dog on his back, ready to be getting some belly rubs. Holy. Okay, now Ampharos comes in. We got to make a play here. We got to make a switch. He's going to go for some sort of Thunderbolt access. We do have a ground type. He could go for like a Light Screen or some sort of setup move on an easy switch prediction. What am I the most afraid of here? I kind of like going like Executor or Sunflora here. We actually have multiple, like, is it 2 Mons? We have 2 different Pokemon that can utilize the Sun. Maybe 3 with Camera Up to like throwing off some damage. We could go Camera Up, could be like the crazy meme. What are we afraid of? Thank you for the 5 subs from TJ. What are we afraid of? What's the, I guess, is Camera Up just the right play? I kind of want to be greedy and go into like one of the grass types and like set up Sun. The greedy play is always the fun play. So you know what? 129 speed. Also, it's 129 speed. Our Executor outspeeds. I like that a lot. Let's go Exec. Let's go our Eggy boy. Over to the Eggy fella. Thank you, TJ, for the subs. Over to the Eggy fella, we swap. A Vault Switch comes out. Very valid. Very valid. Only 16% chip. Pretty good for me. He could go back into Frostlass here, get some decent damage off before it goes down. If I try to set a Sun, it's kind of greedy, but then I can double speed, right? So I should be able to outspeed the Frostlass after the Sun. Shout out to Yasukun, by the way. First player to get his name on a Tupid Eevee on the list. One of the top donators. Thank you so much. All right. No, I really appreciate it, TJ. That is super generous of you, man. So far, we've seen 2 electric type Pokemon, 1 ice type / ghost, of course. I'm curious what is if a fire. He might have a fire type he could bring. He's taking a while to switch, which does tell me he either has a slow fire type or he does just bring in the Frostlass. Now, we don't know the Frostlass's item. Part of me really wants to be greedy here. I guess I can set up Spites again. I don't think I have Defog. I want to just set up Sunny Day in case he goes for Spikes again. Or, yeah, I like this. Because then if I can outspeed after the Sun is set, I can abuse Sunny Day on Sunflora. Not amazingly well since it's not Chlorophyll. This will do it. Now, Sunflora, do not sleep on Sunflora's damage. This thing will do so much damage. It'd be an absolute menace. But it has to be able to either survive the first hit or even 2 hits potentially, right? It has to be able to tank things. And that's the hard part because this thing does not get fast. It does not have that Chlorophyll, but has that Solar Boost, right? There's the Ice Beam that does actually kill my Eggy boy. Wow. Okay, it's a good switch up for my opponents. Go for that Spikes on that first situation where the switch is obvious, and then go for the attack on the second one. I think it's a pretty based decision there. Now, I think it's pretty safe for me, thankfully, to just go Floatzel. I think he just sacrifices on the Floatzel play. Is there any other play that I could go for here? Butterfree Q-Dance is like not great. I think Floatzel is just the play. We take a little bit of Spikes damage here. That's okay. And then he should just... I also almost want to wait until he moves it. We'll have to see, though. Pursuit's the obvious thing here. He might just let it die regardless, though. I kind of want to go for Waterfall so I can be locked into a different move. And then if he switches to a different Pokemon, we get him on a big, fat fucking Waterfall. Get cooked up, Sudowoodo. That's why you don't Pursuit there. Whoo! Woo! Beautiful plays, beautiful plays. Sudowoodo does get outsped here. He has to be able to switch in something that can tank the waterfall. I am choice banded. If I want to get like super ahead of him, I can make a switch there, but he might just stay in and sacrifice that, which he does. So we'll take the KO there. Thank you, Saralath, for the extra sub. That's 45 subs already, boys. We're almost up to the 5 games of hide and seek. That's crazy. We'll probably play those before the 1 hour of Shunathon, so we can focus on that then, but that should be a lot of fun. All right, the Ampharos comes back in. I doubt that I need my water type from this point forward. It does really help cancel out Frostlass, though, is the nice thing. I kind of just want to click Waterfall here and just do insanely but I'm so fast. I'd rather switch. Let's go Rupt here on a potential Volt switch. I think this is the time to bring that in. I was a little greedy with the Eggy Boy, and it did not pay off, and now we can go ahead and show him, you know what, I actually had a ground type the entire time. Get a little, you know, Bonkarino'd. Frostlass does have Levitate, if I recall. Let's go double check. No, Curse Body Snow Cloak. Okay, as I recall. So do we want to go for the EQ? I'm actually really low on time as well. Rock Polish is the based greedy move, and I love me a based greedy move. My opponent is almost always moving just 5 seconds after me, which is a little sus, but you know what? Hey, who cares? It's a fun time. We get the Rock Polish off. I think I could still take the win on this one, even so. And you know, who knows? I do want to go for the Flamethrower here. I'll be faster now. I have the speed. I don't want to miss the Stone Edge miss. Stone Edge would inevitably one-shot. He could be like ground. I'm trying to think, like, he could be ground. Is it earth power or whatever? I'm just gonna kill him anyway. Actually, my mistake. Sorry, Beedrill. Sorry, Beedrill. Have a nice day. It could be like, isn't there some a drill run? Beedrill gets some sort of ground type attack, but it wouldn't do that much damage to me. Stantler comes in. I'm faster than you because of the speed. Because that rock polish put me into a frenzy here, and I'm pretty happy to just go ahead and go for a Flamethrower or an Earthquake, depending on. I think I just always click EQ here. In this Camerupt, does this Camerupt just sweep the rest of this game? I think Frostlass still outspeeds me even after I'm +2, so it's not quite there. I just realized I went for an EQ with -1 attack. I think Flamethrower would have done more damage. That was a misplay by me, and I deserve it, you know? There's the, ooh. Does he have Sucker Punch access? I popped his Citrus. That's huge. If he has Sucker Punch, do I even need to, like, play this? I don't think I need to play this, like, careful or whatever. I think I just click Flamethrower here. He very well might have Sucker Punch. I could have gone, like, you could arguably go Salamence here, but it's not worth the risk in my opinion. Flamethrower is going to take out the Stantler. See you later, mate. And now it is just Ampharos, Frostlass. My camera does go down. And I think here we always want to bring in Floatzel because there's no other, yeah. Floatzel doesn't really have a whole lot of extra value here. I guess it does take down the Frost. Maybe we do save it there. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go for Waterfall, or should I? Is it even worth the switch potentially? He doesn't go for Vault Switch, right? Does he? Maybe he does go for a Vault Switch. I'm gonna Waterfall, take my chip, have flinch chance. Watch him move 5 seconds after me once again. Peculiar. I'm gonna take the Waterfall chip though, and potential flinch chance. He's taking his time on this. It's the end game now. Every decision matters. Our Waterfall goes off, doing 44% chip damage. The Volt Switch is going to KO us. That was expected and totally okay. I want to get enough chip damage where I can bring in something like Salamence or just some other Pokemon and get some damage off. Especially, like, I like bringing Salamence in here because, actually, no, not next time. Once we kill this Frostlass. I don't think the Frostlass should be able to sweep me. I would be really bummed if I lose this, but that's, you know what? Hey, if I misplayed, I misplayed. This endgame is really tough. Endgame is my weak point for sure. I don't think ice is. Wait, is this 4 times weak to ice? Is Bug also? Oh no, that would be really unfortunate. One Q dance does make me faster, I think, so I think I go for it here. We live the ice beam at 2.5%. I calced it, guys. What can I say? A typical Patrouski calculation, of course, in the head. Very talented PvP player. Definitely not lucky. Definitely not copium. There's the... There, down goes Frostlass. And then in comes Ampharos. Is that, I wonder if it's a damage roll. That'd be the real nasty part of it all. Woo! In comes Ampharos. We'll get off a little bit of a Bug Buzz or go down to our Life Orb. True. Now we just go into Salamence, go for an Earthquake, and it should be GG's, I believe. Well played to my opponent, Pim Pam. It was a close game. He played his end game much better than I just got lucky with that starting position. And sometimes it takes, it's unfortunate in randoms. Sometimes it takes the first one bad, like, first turn in randoms sometimes just seals your fate, and that's tough. My opponent played very, very well. GG's and GZ to him. All right, there's our randoms PvP for the day. Taken care of, boys. One beautiful game, one win. Alrighty, fellas, I think the first shunathon is officially about to begin. It's only going to be 1 hour, starting at 7 hours and 40 minutes on our timer, okay? We're going to be over at Stunfisk, over here in Icarus City, Channel 3 in Unova. Icarus City, Channel 3 in Unova. Someone recommended Stunfisk. The reason I love Stunfisk is because Stunfisk was actually my favorite shiny hunt. My first shiny in PokeMMO was a shiny Stunfisk. It took me 8 years and a guesstimated 300,000 encounters to get my first shiny, and it ended up being a Stunfisk, and I really love Stunfisk, so it was like a goal. It was my second favorite shiny in the game at the time, which eventually was overtaken by Shiny Rampardos, that, you know, chain. But now Stunfisk to this day, still my third favorite shiny Pokemon, my third favorite Pokemon of all time. It was number 1 Shuckle, number 2 Rampardos, number 3 Stunfisk. So getting a Stunfisk on the Ironman account would be really cool. Come shiny hunt alongside me. If you get a shiny Stunfisk alongside me, let me know. Let me spectate you in game, and then I'll trade you over some prize box Pokemon and some rewards over on the from my main account. So come shunt while you want to, guys. Win some prizes. Good luck to everybody involved. Pat, what is your least favorite Pokemon? I have a few different answers to this. Great, thank you for the question. I hate Shiny Dugong. Is my least favorite. Shiny Dugong or Persian are my 2 least favorite shinies. So I don't like those Pokemon for that reason. And then Scizor is my least favorite Pokemon in PvP. And it's kind of almost comes from an antiquated, like, older era. I hate Scizor because for a long time I don't think Scizor is broken. Don't get me wrong, you know. I don't think Scizor needs to be banned or even like nerfed in PvP, but I hate playing against Scizor in PvP because in my opinion, Scizor forces you to team build like more than other Pokemon. Garchomp, you can slot on an ice attack onto a Mon and like hit it with coverage. Scizor, you need some sort of fire type attack, some sort of fire type coverage, or else it's so hard to whittle it down. Now, like at least back in the day. Nowadays, it's a lot easier. Nowadays, you have a lot more answers like Conkeldurr and other things that are really powerful and strong. Like I'm stuck in like 2015 Scizor, where Scizor was like one of the best Mons in PokeMMO from like 2013 to 20. I don't even know how long. It's still really, really good. Scizor has been in the top 10 most played PvP OU Mons since like it's been added. I think that's like the really important thing, right? Like it's never not been in the top 10. And that's what's really crazy in my opinion. Like being in the top 10 for this long is like Tyranitar has fallen out of favor. Garchomp's kind of never fallen out of favor, to be fair. Dragonite's fallen out of favor at times. Starmie's fallen out of favor at times. Like Scizor has never fallen out of favor. And I don't like that you have to like every time that I play OU, I will always run Rotom Wash and Magnezone, almost always, to specifically counter Scizor. I really don't like that Scizor can close combat a Magnezone and one-shot it. So you have to, I used to try, you can't, it's really hard. That's just you can't. I'm not a PvP expert. This is also, once again, antiquated knowledge. I'm speaking from my anecdotal experience rather than a PvP expert, right? I'm not a PvP by any means. But I've always found it hard. It's really hard to counter Scizor with one Pokemon. Even its main counter, even like Magnezone, which is Scizor's like main enemy, right? It has magnet pool. It has, you know, you can go flamethrower or, you know, whatever you need to like blast it down or whatever, or like hit him back, whatever. Even that can't beat Scizor in the 1v1. Because if you have team preview, right? If the Scizor player sees that you have a Magnezone on your team, they should never click U-turn. They should never click Bullet Punch. They should always click CC. Because you should obviously go to your Magnezone, and then if they CC you with Choice Band, it one-shots you. So there's no way to build it. I tried to calc for many, many years on building I tried to build a Balti Scizor that could both live and return live the 1 CC from Scizor, outspeed and one shot, and it's not possible. So from what I'm a bad calculator, to be fair, but from what I calced, it wasn't possible. Like you have to sacrifice a Mon essentially to bring in Magnezone to be able to safely Choice Scarf and outspeed the Scizor. So I really hate Scizor. I have personal qualms with it. I don't think it needs to be rebalanced or nerfed or anything. I just will always hate Scizor for that reason. And then Dugong and Persian, I'm not a huge fan of their visual changes on their shiny. That's the realest shit I've ever seen in chat. Ginger Matt just said, I finally paid off my official Shiny War debts. It only took 6 months. For those who don't know, the second official shiny war in PokeMMO was so intense, so insane. Motherfuckers literally went into debt and took loans. We had loan sharks in PokeMMO before fucking GTA 6. Like, people took loans. Yeah, Ginger said I borrowed 250 mil. People were taking loans from other high-end players not in Shiny Wars and spending everything they could. And apparently it worked. I think Ginger Matt was on the winning team, right? So, you know, apparently, if it worked, man. But it was a crazy time, dude. And there is big old Levi gifting 3 subs, getting us up to 67 subs, guys. Woo! Am I appealing to my Zoomer audience? Whoa, woo! 67 total subs. Yes, we did it. Poggy, spam your 6-7. Thank you, Levi, for coming back to gift more subs just for that. I have a Pokemon question for you, Pat. Get it right and I'll subscribe. Ooh, okay. I love earning. That's the fun. I love earning the subs. What's the question, King? What is it? Ooh, how many forms does Unknown have? I should know this. There's obviously the alphabet, which is 26, but it's not. That's not my final answer. There's more. It's not my final answer. It's not my final answer. There's the alphabet, and then there's like exclamation mark, question mark. My little brother actually collected all the unknown forms on Pokemon cards in a binder growing up. So I feel like I should know this. That was a really cool collection that he had. There's 20. Is it 26 letters in the alphabet? I think it's 26. Oh my god. I think it's like. I think it's 30 or like 31. I'm trying to think which one. Exclamation mark. I'm not looking at chat, so I'm looking away. Exclamation mark, question mark. What else? Is that it though? I don't think it's 30. Oh, is it though? I'm gonna get this wrong. I'm gonna get this wrong for sure, but I'll try. Final answer. I'm gonna guess 31. It could just be 28. It could just be, yeah, exclamation mark. Yeah. I'm going to guess 31. That's my guess. What's the final answer, chat? I can Google it really quick. It's at least 35. No shot. 67. How many unknown forms? It's 28. I literally said it's A through Z and then question mark, exclamation mark. But I was like, I think there was something that I'm forgetting. I should have trusted myself. It is 28. Oh, I went through. I calced it. Ah, that's okay. Still, skill gap, skill error. Don't earn the sub. Thank you for the opportunity though, King. Can trainer Pokemon be shiny? Not that I'm aware of in PokeMMO. I do know that I believe Battle Frontier or certain Battle Tower Pokemon have a small chance of being shiny in the later waves, if I recall correctly. There are some Battle Tower experts out there that may know a lot more about that than me. But that's possible, but I don't think any like random trainers can be shiny. Okay, well, 21 gifted subs in one go from the legend, the king of my community, Oso, who's my second most gifted, viewer of all time, which is insane. Just put us up to 90 total gifted subs. We now have 2 people who will get their name on a Tupid Eevee, as well as that now enables the Lego Yoda death sound incentive. So from this point forward, there will be an occasional Lego Yoda death sound from now until the end of the stream, and there is still 6 hours and 40 minutes left in the stream. This also marks the end of the first Shuntathon. The Stunfisk Shuntathon has just come to an end, and we're now going to go ahead and move over to hide and seek. So I'm actually going to put my BRB screen up, and I'll see you guys in some fun locations around PokeMMO, and you can win some prizes by coming and being the first person to trade me in game. Okay, new trivia question for a sub. How many forms does the Deoxys have? I actually do not. Deoxys is not in PokeMMO. I always say I'm a PokeMMO expert, not a Pokemon. I know very little about Pokemon, to be honest with you. There's Deoxys speed, Deoxys defense, Deoxys attack. Is it just? There's got to be more. Is there Deoxys speed, Deoxys defense, Deoxys attack? I'm gonna go with 3. I'm gonna guess 3. If I get that, I'd be really impressed. I know Deoxys speeds. Am I not even close? I know. Is it 4? Is it like a Deoxys special attack and then physical attack? For door default. It's 4 because the base form. Oh, okay. Honestly, at least I wasn't stupid. At least I actually. Okay. Deoxys normal. I didn't. That's the Pokemon knowledge gap, man. Hey, didn't. One day I'll earn one of these gifted subs from you, Krillin. I appreciate the trivia. And then Sheepy for the gifted Prime. Thank you so much, gamer. Alrighty, fellas. Is everyone ready? We're on channel 4, okay? Channel 4, channel 4, channel 4. We got 5 of these to do, so let's go ahead and what do you say we get started, fellas? 3, 2, 1. You guys are always so fast at this. I'm revealing. There we go. Location is revealed. The first person to right click and trade me in game gets 2 prize box Pokemon and a Richest Charm 75%. I'll be on channel 4, guys. How do I change channel? The little community button in the bottom right. Change channel. Channel 4. Channel 4. This is a decently like easy-ish location. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of tough. It's like this. I would call this medium difficulty. I know where this is, but I'm not online. First person to right click and trade me. Oh, this is a pretty like medium. I was like a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10 difficulty. Fabric, you were the first person. You get yourself 2 alpha Pokemon, an alpha Golem 2 times 31, an alpha Carvana 3 times 31 with Joshua OT, kind of neat, and a Richest Charm for you, my friend. Richest Charm 75%. Here you go, dude. Thanks for playing the hide and seek. Now I'm gonna go to a new location. I'm gonna log out, hide my screen once again. We'll try to stay on the same channel, hopefully. But I will. Ooh, verify. What is this? That's cool. I haven't seen this new trade screen yet. Wait a minute, huh? That's cool. There you go, dude. I will see you guys in like a few minutes. All right, I have my new spot. I think this one's a decently easy one, so it'll be really fast. So make sure you show up as soon as possible. Someone might have already found me. There it is. Go, guys. 3, 2, 1, go. Here, this really fast. We have a few of these to do. We have 4 more, including this one. I just saw someone. Or there we go. Or trade. Okay, who? I was really scared. This guy literally popped out, saw me, and then didn't come back fast enough. Oh, Jose or Doomer, you are the winner. You get yourself a. What is this? A 2 times 31 level 100 Jedge Guns Porygon Z. Modest nature, perfect for raids if it ever pops up as a meta mod, and then a alpha Skuntank with a few stats going on, master balled alpha Skuntank, and then a Richest Charm, of course. This location is, I like doing this one for hide and seeks. I'll show people. I probably should show my locations. The first location was Lake of Rage, if I didn't make that clear. I just canceled the trade. Give me 1 sec. All right, there you go. Sorry about that, Doom. Didn't mean to scam you like that. My apologies. 67 Pokeyen, of course. All right, this location is right to the. It's this little area to the west of the little dock in Olivine City in Johto. So it's at the dock city in Johto. You head in here. Every little has a little. It's a really cute little area. Why would anybody go over here? There's not really a reason to be over here, but it's a cool little visual. All right, here is hide and seek game number 3. This one is for the boomers. Okay. This one is for the actual real boomers out there who played PokeMMO back in 2013, and I'm even too. This is the easiest one probably. Wink, wink, hint, hint. Maybe went to some PvP tournaments. Okay, channel 4, fellas. Channel 4. Channel 4. Where could this possibly be, guys? I'm doing easy ones today. I'll do a hard one maybe in a sec or try to. But you guys are just way better at this than me. Is the problem? Like, that's the problem. Is like it's really hard to find tough spots. This is one of the easiest ones. I know it. Do I win? You gotta come trade me. Son of trade. Nice. It's always terrifying. Nice job, Krillin. This is the guy who's been offering me the trivia all day. So that's like the most karmic justice. Like, you deserve to win some prizes, man. Hell yeah. You got a 2 times 31 Archeops Adamant Nature with OT Jedge Guns, one of the best raiders in PokeMMO history, on top of a alpha Persian with 2 times 31s. You know, once again, Pokemon are not worth as much as they used to be, so I'll also throw in a Richest Charm on top of the two prize box Pokemon. There you go, son of Krillin. Thanks for doing the hide and seek, man, and congratulations. Woo. Good find, dude. For those who don't know, this is Silphco over in Fuchsia City, not Fuchsia, Saffron City in Kanto, right? This is one of the most nostalgic spots in PokeMMO. Every single PvP tournament used to be held over here. You would have one person sit here, one person sit here. They would face each other across the table. Back in 2013, 2014, 2015, when the game was so much smaller, where you could organize people to, like, you know, ask them what to do and stuff. That's how we would do it. It was a really beautiful, nostalgic time. So I have always loved this. Even though I was never very good at PvP, I almost never stepped up to the table. I was often just a spectator. I just loved watching. It's a fantastic, really cool, nostalgic area for me, man. Okay, I have my 4th hide and seek location, and in my opinion, I think this will be the hardest one yet. This one is actually so fucked up. I don't know. This might take a long time for you guys to find me, okay? We are on channel 4. Channel 4, the region is random. Channel 4, channel 4, channel 4. First person to find me gets 3 prize box Pokemon as well as a richest charm 100%, okay? I'm going to count down the reveal. 3, 2, 1. And we are more zoomed in than normal. Now, it might look just... I think this is fucked up, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Easy? You may think so. You may think it's easy. You may think so. But I'm curious. I'm curious how it plays out. Let's see how long it takes for someone to find me. It's been about 15 seconds or so far. Let's see. No shot. I suck at this game! How are you so good? How are you so good? How are you this good? How are you this good? How are you this good? Okay, you get a 3 time. I'll show you. No, this spot is fucked up. There's a map. Yeah, but the map doesn't. I'll show you why this is so fucked up. That's too easy? No, I'll show. This is fucked up. I'll show you why, okay? I'll show you why, okay? I'll show you why. Okay, you get a 3x31 Adamant Tyranitar, Jedge Guns OT, level 100, 28 plus in the other stats, really good Raid Tyranitar, on top of a Jinx with 2x31. What's it called? Mild Nature, very good Dry Skin Raid Jinx, on top of a Bronzong, because why not? Jedge Guns, yada yada yada. Okay, I'll also give you a Richest Charm 100%, okay? Let me show you why this spot was fucked up, okay? Thank you for playing, by the way. Congratulations on the victory. There you go. Let me show you why this spot was fucked up. It's not... Okay. Obviously, it's in the train station. Okay? But it's a specific one in the train station. Usually, when most people come down here to go to the BP shop in Unova, you would just come down the stairs right here and immediately go into this one. Right? How did you know this was a specific, like, there's the green one, the light green, the red. I went to the motherfucking pink train station. Like, I feel, maybe I'm dumb. I thought that was really hard. I think you guys are just really, really good at the game. You guys are just really, really, really talented. I didn't even show the pink train. Like, I think that was tough, IMO, but maybe I'm just cope. You guys are really talented, though. Nice fucking work. All right, I think I have my final hide and seek spot, fellas. I cannot stump you guys. You guys are too good. I don't know if this spot is that difficult, but I think it's really beautiful, really, aesthetic. So we'll see how it plays out, man. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Someone said, I heard there's no Lunar New Year event this year. Is that true? No. Who told you that? Like, global chat? Like, don't believe everything you read online. That is not true. We've heard no confirmation, no word of that from the devs. Right now, we have our hide and seek game, fellas. So let's go ahead and get started with that, okay? Are you guys ready? Channel 4 in-game. Channel 4 region is random. First person to trade me will get 2 prize box Pokemon. And you know what? 2 Richest Charms for the final one, okay? Just a small little prize. I will see you guys in 3, 2, 1. Good luck. Okay, this is... Okay, because we're so zoomed in... I'll do this. Because we're so zoomed in, it might be more difficult. But we'll see. We are turbo zoomed in for this one. Let's see how it plays. You guys are just really, really good at this game. You guys are insanely, insanely talented. I asked the chat in game, thought I'd ask here too. Yeah, global chat is not necessarily the best resource for PokeMMO. Yeah, unfortunately, right? Dude, you guys already got it. Mega Man as well. Mega Man, the fucking RP guy who dresses up like Mega Man, dude. Congratulations. You were the first to make it here. This spot is a little cafe in Olivine City in Johto. Now, I'll show you guys the full location here in a quick sec, but let's also show you what you win. You get 2 Richest Charms, 75%, as well as a Raid Ready and PvP, honestly, Ready Crawdont, Adamant Nature, 2v2 attack EVs and speed. And then our... One sec. Escavalier, Lonely Nature, which, it's kind of like a Raid Escavalier if that ever pops up in the meta. 2x31 attack and speed, Lonely Nature. It's a cool Pokemon on top of the 2 Richest Charms. So congratulations to you, Mega Man. Thanks for playing hide and seek, dude. There you go. Good eye, good speed. Nice work, dude. And I will show you guys the full load. So it's a really cool little, like, tavern, cafe, bar. And it's right here in Olivine City. It's not very far from the dock or anything like that, but I think it's a really beautiful location. Why would you ever have a reason to go in here? You know, I think it's kind of cute. So congrats to all the hide and seek winners, guys. Thanks for playing. Nice job. Nice work. Good hunts, fellas. Another question for a potential sub, a trivia question from Sun Krillin. How many total forms does Rotom have in PokeMMO? I'm guessing 5. Rotom Wash, Rotom Heat, Rotom Frost, Rotom Mo, and then base form Rotom. I think it's 5. I could be missing one. That's my final answer is 5. I'm gonna go double check, I guess. But is that my first trivia question correct? Fan, Mo, Fridge, Heat, Wash. Is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. What did I forget? Rotom Heat, Rotom Freeze, Rotom Fan. I combined Rotom Mo and Rotom Fan. That's what in my head. Damn it. Okay. One of these days I'll get it. Good question. Thank you for the opportunity again, Krillin. This is insane. Okay. Shout out to Neon XO, who is the person in game who linked this. He got it from someone else though. Named maybe it's like alt account caught. Yeah, somebody transferred it to his main account. Okay. His alt account named Froggy-chan. This is, I think, a 1 in 1 billion odds. By the way, literally over a 1 in a billion. You might be asking why. These are the IVs, not the EVs. This is a 6 total IV Ditto. That already is very, very rare. To have all of the IVs matching 6 times 1. It's the same mathematical odds of getting a 6 times 0 or a 6 times 31 or whatever. I think it's about a 1 in 1 billion chance. This is literally... I hope he never breeds this. This is one of the rarest, like, weird niche collectibles in PokeMMO history. Congrats to him. The Ditto farmers rise up. Like, that's from grinding. I'm curious what he'll sell this for, if he wants to sell or keep it. This could probably sell for a fair bit of Pokeyen to a real collector. Like, I don't know how much, but I would guess over 10 mil. I don't know. I don't know if I don't want to speak on it, I guess, but like, I don't know, maybe probably more. Like, it's 1 in a billion. There's probably less than, I would get on a Ditto as well. There's probably only a handful of these that exist in the game, right? It's so insane. It's so fucking crazy. Is there any of the wildcard mons? Very, 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 very few. I know of like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 more. Very, 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 very few. Very, very, very few. I would respect him selling this to. I respect the selling this. You're literally farming Dittos for Pokeyen. I respect selling that as a collector or keeping a few. Yeah, maybe Epoch wants it. No, like, yeah, like that's legitimately like, it's a really, really rare, really, really cool Pokemon, a piece of Pokemon. I'm gonna have it, the caught date and stuff. That's really cool to see. Congrats to Froggy-chan / Neon. That is an insane catch, dude. Finally, a trivia question that I can get right. Sun Krillin said, another question for a sub. What Pokemon has 0 weaknesses? Spiritomb and Sableye. Wait, does it count? Does this count like Gen 9 plus? Is this not true anymore? In Gen 5 and below, it's Spiritomb and Sableye. Not now. Let me finish. If you count all Gen 9, it's Electros. If you count everything, if it's Gen 5, like if it's PokeMMO, it's Sableye, Electros, Spiritomb. If it's everything, it's just Electros. It's an electric type with Levitate. Did I finally get it? Yeah. In all of Pokemon, it's just Electros. In PokeMMO, it's Sableye, Spiritomb, Electros. That's finally a question that I actually know, because Assault Gear Electros is very much... I got it. Okay. Woo! We finally... It took us like 5 trips. We finally got the gifted sub from Sun Krillin, dude. Thank you so much for the opportunities, man. All right, but now begins a part of the stream that I am honestly, selfishly the most excited for. It is now time to begin the Microsoft Paint drawing section of the stream, where if you come hang out next to me in game, I will personally draw you a little MS Paint art with my signature, and I'll send you a screenshot that you can do with whatever you want with, right? So first things first is Lingver, who was the first person to show up. I'm gonna go ahead and get drawing your character model and see what I can whip up here with my beautiful artistic talents and skills using MS Paint. Our first masterpiece is done, chat. Our first masterpiece. Absolute cinema. I probably should have pursued my art career. I know. This streaming thing was really just a backup option. Congratulations to Lingveyer, our first recipient of this beautiful piece of art. I will send you a screenshot in Twitch chat ASAP. Okay, next up is Pakanza, and I kind of feel like Pakanza is actually an easy one, weirdly. So I feel pretty confident about this. I'll show you guys Pakanza in game. This is Pakanza. Like, see, it's all blue and like the wavy. This is Pakanza in game. I'm gonna transfer his likeness over to this MS Paint doc ASAP. Yes, you know, chat's asking. Yes, guys, I am open for commissions. You know, my DMs are very, very busy though, so please be patient. I have a very, very long queue. Hit me up on Discord, of course. I think it's done. I think it's done, boys. Another absolute piece of cinema. I do need to address it. This is to Pakanza, my goat. Thank you for letting me draw you today, King. Thank you for letting me draw you, dude. I'm unironically proud of this. Hell yeah. Good meme. All right, next up is iSun Krillin, who's been the trivia master all day. We're gonna draw. He's right here in game for your little reference. Let's go ahead and get him transferred over to the beautiful piece of art. Another masterpiece complete. This one is for iSun Krillin. Thank you for watching, dude. Thank you for your journey in PokeMMO. I hope you're happy with your beautiful piece of art. Thank you so much, dude. Shout out to Rumble, who I thought was here first, but apparently Rumble is so honest. Shout out Team Crow. Literally, he was like, yo, I'm Rumble. Topaz was actually here before me. Draw him. He could have just, I thought he was here first. He could have lied. He could have gone with he could have gotten his drawing and run with the bag. But nope, Topaz, you're up, King. You know what, because of that Rumble, I'll do you afterwards. That was just so honest. Yeah, okay, based. Wholesome community, true. These are my last two. After these guys, we're probably done the little art section. Let's go ahead and get a Topaz and Rumble done. Anybody else waiting can go ahead and go shiny hunter. What do you want to do? Thank you for your patience, guys. I try to go as many as possible, but you know what? You can't rush perfection. This kind of art takes quite a while, to be fair. All right, another masterpiece is complete, dude. Shout out to Topaz. Here is your beautiful work of art, dude. Next up, the final one is Rumble. I think we're done. I think this is the best one yet, fellas. Is the last one the best one yet? Woo!
Love the drawing.
You know what? This experience really taught me. I really empathize with these struggles of a growing artist now, guys. I fully understand what the experience is like. The slime is actually the best thing I drew all day, but... And the diaper. The diaper is not bad. This is to... Do you want to address to Rumble or to your Twitch name, Knickknack? But thank you for the sub, dude. We're going to add that as well. That is sub number 104. Thank you for your support, dude. I hope you like your new Discord profile picture, apparently. All right, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed that like 20% as much as me. I fucking love the little MS Paint section of this stream, okay? Thank you guys for participating. For the subs, Ivers, thank you so much. That is sub number 106, guys. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough, man. Thank you, dude. I would love to honestly bring that back, the little MS Paint section. I think it was a lot of fun. I think bringing it back in the future for like certain subathons or streamathons, or even just once a month for like subs or some shit would be a lot of fun. But I do want to remind you guys, we do have the incentives. So far, we have these incentives have all been met, okay? I am now going to return over to the Jigglypuff Shunt casually for the time being, but if we hit 125 subs today, we'll do another hour of Shunathon, as well as at 150 subs, we will do a movie night as a community over in Discord, and then at 200 subs, that's the big zinger, we'll do Beans on Toast. But we'll see if we still have half the stream. We have half the stream, I guess a little bit over half the stream left, so we'll see how it plays out. Just thank you guys. This has already been a fucking incredibly fun stream. Thank you to all those who joined. Anybody watching the recap, I hope you had a fun time watching it on the second monitor while you play some PokeMMO and grind as well. Let's get back to work. Thank you, chat, for the reminder. I almost forgot to go check. Oh, what's there? My favorite spot, dude. My favorite spot in all of PokeMMO. It is only available when there is a team tournament active, which is like once a month, maybe less. Come on, let me go. If a team tournament is active, you can go down here, go to team tournament and teleport. My favorite location which is crazy. I've been playing the game for like 13 years. I have like nostalgic locations. Screw all the nostalgia. This is amazing. How many people even don't even know about this spot? Like this was very, very recently added. I only know about it because it was in one of the public test servers. Dude, I'm not good at, look at this. Competitors only. Okay, bro. The VIP section. Excuse moi. Holy. How cool is it? Like, dude, this is peak old school MMO. Are you fucking kidding me? Everyone gathering at the goddamn Coliseum to witness battles taking place. Holy, good luck to everybody playing. This shit gets me hyped up, man. This reminds me of every single old school MMO of all time. Look at this. The PokeMMO like ledger up here. That's not what that is at all. Close enough. This is beautiful, man. I love this. The vibes, the energy. Literally like a FIFA stadium. This is so sick. All right, we do. Speaking of the team tournament, we actually do have a little bit of a PvP news announcement, fellas. Politoed will like not really be dropping to NU, which is huge news. A lot of people were really interested in that and worried about that and concerned, just like kind of just what happens. But apparently, Politoed will not be dropping down to NU. Well, it technically, so the way, I believe, I could be wrong. I believe the way it works is Politoed will be quick banned to BL2. What that usually means, from my understanding, is that it's banned out of NU, but it's also like not in UU. So like it's for all effective pragmatic purposes, I believe it's just a UU Pokemon essentially, but it's like it's down in the NU tier, but it's banned up to like it's like borderline 2 or whatever. It's too strong for NU, but not quite good enough for UU, I believe is generally how that works. So dude, congrats to I guess congrats. It's just interesting to see that huge change with Politoed. And then Snorlax, however, Snorlax will drop down to NU, which is like I'm curious to see. Like it might be fine. I don't know. Snorlax is funny because Curselax was the menace of PokeMMO back in 2013. It was probably like the most, like one of the most played mons, one of the most feared mons. Curselax was insane back in 2013, literally 13 years ago, you know? So like things have changed quite a bit. Snorlax has fallen off quite a ways, but it'll be cool. I would love to honestly try to use him in NU, my favorite tier. Like that would be, it'd be cool to try to get him to work. I think it could be a lot of fun. So yeah, Spidget said I think he's gonna be broken as fuck. I think he could. Yeah, I'm curious to see how insane Curselax is. I might even queue up NU for that. Like that's that to play Curselax. I would specifically play Curselax, not Bandit for me. I don't know, we'll see, but like that'd be very, very nostalgic for me, man. That'd be cool to see. No shot. We literally joked about Epoch buying this Ditto. No, you actually, someone in chat was memeing. They were like, Epoch will surely buy this. Can I add? That's so funny. Epoch just came in my chat and said, I bought an extremely rare Pokemon I think you would like. Can I link it to you? It's actually the 6x1 Ditto from earlier. That's so, dude. Anytime a new rare Pokemon comes into the game, Epoch literally goes, fucking sniffs it out and immediately whispers, bro, he is the fucking god. How does he collect every single rare new mon or old mon that's in the game? How much, can I ask, how much did you pay for this? It's a 1 in a billion. Like it's so fucking rare. But I'm so curious, like how do you value something like this? I'm curious. I would love, yeah, if you have a sec, how much, if you don't mind, it could be private, of course. I'm really curious. I'd love to know how much you paid for it if possible. Congratulations. It's a fucking sick purchase, man. Congratulations. 1 in billions like that are really, really rare. 32 mil. I literally said, I was like, I'm no collecting expert, but I bet it's at least 10 plus mil. I was like, and honestly, I kind of think 32 mil is like a good deal, which that's, imagine you're Ditto farming. Imagine Ditto farming. It's literally more expensive than like a 3x31 Ditto. Like shiny. Sorry, shiny Ditto. Like, that's insane. How much is a 3x31? Let's see. Maybe not that crazy. Let's see. Okay, not that crazy, but it's more than a 2x31 Ditto. Imagine you're way more. It's the same price as 3 2x31 shiny Dittos. Oh, dude, imagine you're just like grinding Dittos on your alt account and you don't catch a shiny Ditto. Yeah, bro just sold 100 plus Ditto boxes in one click. Randomly catching a 32 million Pokeyen Ditto is fucking sick. Like that's so good for that guy. It's really, number one, really cool for collectors, really cool for, it's like a win-win. Cool for Epoch. Number two, that guy's probably fucking happy as hell walking his way to the Pokebank. Like 32 mil off 1 Ditto catch. That dude's progress just exponentially fucking zooted. That's, dude, Yeah, shout out to Neon. Shout out to Epoch. It's just a cool story to hear about Epoch. I'm glad you bought it, man. Congratulations to you. That's the motivation people need for the ditto catching alt. Yeah, dude, there you go, man. Hell yeah, what a cool story. Great quick question. When does the month officially change for roaming legendaries? It's actually, if I recall correctly, at like 7 p.m. ET. So it's in like 2.5 hours from when I'm live right now. It's like in the evening on the day, like, so today's the 31st. Today's January 31st. So I think it's at 7 p.m. tonight. Good question. Here, so I'm actually glitched right now in game, which is kind of fun. I don't see this that often, but you do see it occasionally. If I try to move, the game snaps me back in place. And if I try to like sweet scent, it'll say you can't do that right now. If I try to fly, that will also. So the game right now, what's happening is the game thinks that I'm still in an encounter, or rather I am still in an encounter, but the screen isn't on my screen. It's pretty easy to fix. Yeah, the game thinks that I'm in a battle. Exactly. So it's pretty easy to fix. All you have to actually do is log out and log. If you ever have this problem, just log out and log back in. It's not very common. It's kind of rare. Okay, but to be fair, my login is currently like is breaking and very slow, so I might have to see you guys in a few minutes, but usually it's a pretty easy fix. Trainer Sam, you are spitting to something that I couldn't agree with more. Kanto really does feel like home in PokeMMO. I always travel to Kanto to hatch eggs, do event swarms, hand-ins. I don't know why. I think you've been playing since like 2013, you've been playing for a long time, haven't you, Sam? I treat it the same way. Like whenever I breathe, like it's funny, like Hoen's been in the game since 2015, literally 11 years, right? And to me, Kanto is still like the base region, you know, even though it's not, right? Like, because that was the only region in the game when I first started playing. It was only Kanto, you know? I think it's a beautiful sentiment it's a cute little nostalgia trip for old players. Alrighty, fellas, I'm not gonna do a full commentary on this, but this is the PokeMMO Cup of the Year. If I'm not mistaken, this is literally the biggest PvP tournament of the year within PokeMMO. This is the finals of the Cup of the Year. It is Team Vow versus, what's the other team? I can't even tell very well. I'm so sorry. Is it Team Low? L-O? It's a little bit hard to see, so my apologies. I'll get a confirmation on that here in chat in a quick second. Is it actually Low? I can't tell, but it is Team Vow for sure. But this is peak competition, peak PokeMMO. It all comes down to this. I believe the way it works, I'm no PvP expert. I believe the way is it Team Love? They're all named like Love. That's super cute. Yeah, look, it's Team Low. All their teammates are over here chilling. I love this, dude. The way it works, I believe, is that there's a monthly tournament every month in PokeMMO, a big team tournament each month. And I think you either have to like place top 3 or you have to win enough team tournaments or place high enough rank in enough team tournaments to be able to enter the Cup of the Year. And then like, this is just, yeah, this is beautiful, man. Yeah, this looks awesome. Where was this my childhood? This is like peak old school MMO in my opinion. I love everything about this. I don't know what just happened, but this is the Cup of the Year in Pokemon. It happens once a year. Wait, that's insane. So the way this works, I don't think it's best of 3 between each match, but I could be wrong. I'm trying to get information as we go. I don't know enough about this, right? I just like spectating and trying to draw attention where I can. Apparently the way it's organized is each player, like this person, Jules is the OU player. Kosheta is the UU player. Wait, is that right? No, I think I'm wrong. OU, UU, NU doubles. What's the one I'm forgetting? OU, UU. Oh, is there 2 UU players? Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so I think Jules is the OU player, so you can spectate that game really quick. Yeah, so that's OU. And then I think Kosheta and Shiba are both UU. Yes, okay. So it's OU, UU, UU. Steve is the NU player, and then Jolza is the doubles player. And it's so what is that? 1, 2, 3, it's 5v5. 5v5, it's 1 versus 1, 5 different matches, and the first team to have 3 players win their match just wins the whole cup. I think. I don't think it's like they don't play like best of 3s or whatever. It's because that would just take too long, I guess. This is literally the final 5 games that will get played for the 2025 Cup of the Year in PokeMMO. This guy's a shiny Gyarados on his team. This one's the VGC. The VGC one's very fast. We can see how this one. That would be crazy. Being the VGC player would be really interesting. Oh no, this game's like already over, right? Wait, what are the odds? Wait, what are the odds this Rotom? Wait, this, okay, VGC is so exciting. This is speed tiers. This is speed tiers. Doubles is best of 3. Oh, you're true. Good point. Doubles is the one. Okay. Power Whip Gyarados. That's gonna be GG's. That's got to be. Well, Power Whip could miss. What are the odds? Okay, it's slower. I was like, what are the odds this Rotom outspeeds the other Rotom, hits the T-Ball, and then Gyarados misses Power Whip? Like, technically, there's a chance to win. Game 2, I love, dude, VGC is really fun to watch. Very fun to spectate. Good luck to these guys. Love God and Jolza. I'm rooting for Team Val. No disrespect to Team Love. I just know like a few players on Team Val, so good luck to them. Spidget, Disco Shiba. Good luck, fellas. It's an exciting time in Pokemon. This is a beautiful thing to see. Dude, shout out to CC. Someone got a Shalfa Quillfish on that recent Alpha Quillfish spawn. It was CC. Congratulations, dude. 4,200 encounters. Holy man. It's a beautiful, beautiful Shalfa. That is a beautiful purple Pokemon, dude. Congratulations, man. Here, someone brought it up. I love talking about Pokemon history, so we'll go ahead and talk about it. I was talking about how, like, one of the things you'll notice in some of my older guides is I'll always mention to buy repeat balls, and I always say like that's like one of the few things where like, you know, that's definitely outdated. Repeat balls are only really good these days for Dittos, and I was mentioning how like how good repeat balls were back in the day, and how repeat balls at one point were busted. And someone said, oh, do you mean net balls? But no, net balls were also busted. Before net balls, the busted ball was actually repeat ball. I want to say back in like from 2021 to 2023-ish, maybe 2022-ish. Well, before that even, repeat balls were broken for a very, very long time. Repeat balls were almost the only Pokeball used in Pokemon for a long time. It was that unbalanced. And then the same thing happened to net balls when net balls got buffed as well to a 3.5 times catch rate around 2023 or so. But what happened with repeat balls nowadays, right? The way that repeat balls work nowadays is they scale up based on how many times you've caught a species of a Pokemon over and over and over again, right? Repeatedly, one might say, right? But the way repeat balls used to work is it used to just be, if you had the Pokemon logged in your Pokédex, it would be a 2.5 times flat catch rate at all times. So what you would do is you would go catch one of that Pokemon in your Pokédex, and then bam, boom, now repeat ball was the best ball to use at that Pokemon for the rest of the. So like repeat ball, if you had a complete Pokédex, or like, but even if you didn't have complete Pokédex, if you wanted to farm somewhere, you would catch one of the Pokemon with an Ultra Ball and then just switch to repeat balls. And like literally everywhere people use like repeat ball was just the most busted ball. It was insane. There was never a reason to use anything else. And it was one of the coolest changes when they made a bunch of Pokeball changes. We don't talk enough about how like the Pokeball market right now, the Pokeball metagame is really, really balanced. Like most Pokeballs have a niche use somewhere. Even like heal balls are good in like Nuzlocke, or like, you know, they're a fun visual, I guess, right? But like net balls are useful in certain catch events and against certain Pokemon, certain alphas. Dream balls are good against certain alphas. Timer balls are obviously the best against alphas. Quick balls and nest balls are really good in catch events. Repeat balls are good against Dittos. Dust balls are good against Dittos, and then certain alpha catches and certain Pokemon. Like everything like has a use. Like it's really Ultra balls, Great balls, Pokeballs, all used in different catch events. Dive balls I've used in catch events. Like almost every Pokeball nowadays has a really valid, which is like what it should be, you know? Love ball has been talked about. People love love. I haven't used it enough. People love love ball. It's the Pokeball metagame is really healthy. Where like every catch you have to ask yourself what ball would be the best here, you know, and it's different every time. Versus back in 2021, it was always repeat ball, and then in like 2023, it was always net ball. Once when Soak was buffed or whatever within 3. Yeah, once the catch rate was buffed. So I'm glad. Yeah, it's good to see like netball nerfed, repeat ball nerfed, because then it opens up to make the game more engaging and interesting and entertaining, and a much more healthy and balanced metagame. Spidget from Team Val. Val lost in the finals, but we were the only non-Chinese team placing in the team tournament. We got first last year and second this year. When I was able to play, I'm happy, dude. Congrats. Yeah, it's insane. The only non-Chinese team. It's fucking crazy, man. Like, I always try to say the Chinese player-based Pokemon is just fucking good. They're just talented. It's a big community. They work really, really hard to just get better and strategize, and it's tough to compete. They just take things way more seriously than us, you know, which is something that we gotta work on. And I love trying to, you know, I love those like wholesome international rivalries are good. You know, you can't get weird about it, right? Some people get weird about it, but wholesome stuff like that is good. It's really cool, like the wholesome rivalry that like Spheal Team 7 has with like the other, like the shiny hunting. That's a big one. Like I remember like when a Chinese team won the first official shiny war in PokeMMO, a lot of the American and English speaking shiny hunters were like, we gotta fucking work way harder next year, and they did, and they fucking won the second year, right? So it's like it's good. It's good motivation, man. Wholesome rivalry is good to see. Like that's just like a beautiful thing, you know. We have no place in this community for any sort of like you know, xenophobia or over we were just like hating someone from a different location. But you know what, a little bit of rivalry, a little bit of wholesome healthy rivalry that motivates you to be better. We've been seeing a lot of that in PokeMMO, and I think it's a beautiful thing to, you know, call out and compliment, right? Ubero gifting 10 towards the final hour of the stream. That perfectly sets us up to 125 total gifted subs. That opens up another hour of Shunathon right at the end of the perfect final hour of the stream. Ubero, you're always awesome in chat. Thank you so much. I really fucking appreciate that. Hopefully my content has earned it from you. If it hasn't, it better get to work. Now, the question is, what do people want to shiny hunt? Should we do a single encounter? Should we do a single encounter to, I think that's kind of fun. Like Bagon or something? Spend the final hour in a cave. I feel like some sort of single encounter shunt could be really cool to have some sort of like epic moment. I think some single encounter shunt spot could be cool. I think Safari Shunathon is the play, boys. That's a single encounter. That's a single encounter. It's exciting. It's fun. Lapras, Safari Shunathon. Good luck to everybody who shows up, and I hope you catch it if we see something, okay? We have 1 hour. If you get a shiny and it flees, I will give you a 7-day dono on the main account. Yeah, I think I'll commit. I think that's only fair. If you get a shiny in the Safari Zone and it flees, I'll give you a 7-day dono. If you get a shiny in the Safari Zone and you catch it, 30-day donor status. That's what's up for grabs right now in the final hour, the final 1 hour of the streamathon, boys. Good luck to everybody here in gaming. Shout out to Darth Hugs Spy, who just gifted 20 subs with 6 minutes left in the stream. Got added to the top gifters list, the third person on a 2-pin EV card, as well as just unlocked the movie night with chat. I don't know when that will be quite yet. I'll think about it. Maybe tomorrow. If people can do it, I would be down tomorrow. Maybe I'll like give more. Maybe we'll give a little more ahead of time to schedule or whatever. But I will be scheduling a movie night with chat. I don't know what the exact movie will be yet. I'm thinking Mary Poppins, or I think it could be funny, or some sort of, I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. I'll watch whatever. I'm not picky. But we'll schedule a movie night. And that movie night should be announced like in my Discord, or should be announced on my YouTube community page or something like that. So keep an eye out. Maybe in stream recaps if you're interested. Dude, Darth Hugs, that was insanely generous, dude. Much love to you. I hope I can earn it one day. Thank you, man. Jeez. And there's big old Levi gifting 13 subs, which he already gifted 8 today. That's 20. And with there's 5 minutes left in the stream. Dude, what? That puts him on the list. I'm excited for this dumb little stupid Eevee art project, dude. That's the 4th person for the top gifters, dude. Thank you so much, Levi. That's insanely generous today, man. Thank you, man. Alrighty, fellas. Thank you for the sub mojo. But with only 1 minute left in the 75,000 subscriber special streamathon, how do I even scrape together a speech here? How do I begin to say thank you, guys? And I hope that I've said it enough times, and I hope that I come off as like just genuinely sharing my emotions. I have no right to be here. I had no right to be here. Nobody expected anything of me, you know, growing up throughout my life. And to be lucky enough to be passionate about, to love this game as much as I do, and to be lucky enough to be born in a lifetime where I love this game as much as I do, and to be lucky enough to have as many people that also love this game and that also can enjoy my content to some degree, like, is just baffling to me. I would say it's not something I think I will process until I'm 70, 80 years old. And at the end of the day, I'm still just a really small, niche, little baby content creator. I barely think of myself as that even, but you guys remind me every day, and you guys give me love every day, and I hope that I can give it back to you, and I hope that we can just cycle positive. I hope that we can just feed off of each other. I hope that I can add to your PokeMMO journey, and you guys for sure add to mine. So I hope we can just keep the good energy going for a few, even just a few, you know, a little bit longer. Maybe one day we'll reach 100K subs. That's my goal, right? So hopefully I'll see you guys then. I'll see you guys there. I can't thank you enough for watching. I really can't. And I just hope my content is entertaining, fun, a second monitor thing to throw on and watch while you grind PokeMMO. Underworking, true. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if not. Subscribe for daily PokeMMO videos. I do upload every single day. Follow me on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below. And if you're interested and going above and beyond and supporting my content, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, PayPal, minimum donations, all that stuff is really important. Having said that, January and February is really slow for a lot of content creators due to CPMs dropping. I just had a really big successful streamathon. Consider supporting other PokeMMO content creators in this time. People like AFC Adino, people like Spidget, people like Epoch. Epoch, one of the most underrated PokeMMO content creators, doing amazing stuff and uploading consistently now. Check him out over on YouTube. Thank you guys for everything. And we have a lot more work to do. So let's get back to work. I will see you guys soon, but for now, have a lovely weekend. I will see you guys. Much love to you all. Long live PokeMMO. We got a long way to go, fellas. It's been a long, fun journey so far. I can't believe it's been fucking 4 years. I love you guys. Have a good weekend. I'll see you later. Peace, Reno. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here. I wanted to take this second to say thank you so much for watching the entire video. It is thanks to people like you I'm able to make the content that I do, as well as everybody whose name is listed here. That's it for me. Have a fantastic day.